Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today, another episode of Re-Get or Regret. So for those of you who might be new, Re-Get or Regret, we go through a handful of bottles that we recently just emptied. And we say whether we like it, we don't like it, whether we think it was worth buying, or, yeah. I mean, kind of like me, but no, I have people that come here every once in a while. Mm-hmm. And anyways, we end up going, and we'll let you know whether we would rebuy it or we wouldn't get it again. So let's just jump right into it because I like to make these the express route. This is the one I happen to grab. So we're going to start with this one. This one happens to be Lucky 7, the Hold Up. This comes in at 100 proof. We got it for $99.99. This one was very good. It's pricey, but again, these back when we got it, we couldn't get them here. We had to get them. I had them brought in from somewhere. I forget where Steve got this originally. It might have been his magical store, actually, but it's not that far off. I would love to try. I think the Hold Up has, I think this was one of the ones. I think they have an extra aged one, like a 12-year, 15-year, and people were saying it is out of this world. This is pricey, but this was very good for what it is.
That's actually probably the biggest negative. Yeah. It's 100 proof at $100.
Yep.
I wouldn't jump on these on a regular basis. It does have a unique bottle. I'll give it that. Yeah, I wouldn't go crazy with it.
Nope. Speaking of not going crazy, this one happens to be Baby Jane. It comes in at 45.5, so that would be, 91 proof? That sound good? No, that doesn't make sense. 96 proof.
Yeah.
We got it for $49.99. And this one was, again, a lot of the Widow Jane stuff is pretty pricey on the thing. I mean, this was solid for low proof. It did have a lot of good flavor, you know what I mean? But again, it wasn't low proof.
But if that's your tune, it's not bad for something different. It doesn't go crazy out of the profile, but it's still not bad. It's not a crazy price.
No, I get that, but that brings me into the realm of why won't I just buy 3 Evan Williams Bottom and Bond and call it a day? Because it's going to have
people want.
I get it. No, I get it. I do, but
that's a fair. That's a tweener. Really,
I would not buy that again. As far as Re-Get,
but we're not in that category.
But there's very few that I would regret buying. There's a few, and I will stress when they are, but I wouldn't Re-Get it. Let's put it that way.
That T1.
That's actually, I should have grabbed that. It's over there right now. That was one of the ones. I meant to grab that too, but I bypassed it. This one right here is the Legent Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This comes in at 94 proof. We got it for $37.99. And this is one that I would get over what we just did. And it's half the money. You know what I mean?
No, exactly.
This was very good. I actually like this
price-wise,
one.
and even, it has a great cork topper. Again, it's bottles, sales. That's how I shop, I guess, sometimes.
Yeah.
But flavor and prices, it's not bad.
Right. All right. This one was actually one of Steve's originally. This is the Wyoming Whiskey Double Cask. This it's finished in a sherry cask. This comes in at 100 proof. You got it for $37.99. This really did have a ton of flavor. This was actually very good. When I've sampled it quite a few times with them,
obviously,
and it was I actually like that one. Yeah, but something different. You don't get a lot of stuff from Wyoming.
And again, if you see the red tag, that's half price or whatever because it was originally 75, and then you got it for 37.
Right.
Those are the ones you don't mind trying, and then if it's mediocre, you only paid half price.
Pushing it to the 75, you'd almost be pushing in the limit because now you're going into the loss of the Eliza Craigs and all that.
That's what I mean.
But we got it for what he got it for.
That was a good deal. Sticker.
No,
yes, absolutely. Yep. And then it's worth trying. No, if you're shopping and they got a few of them, you've never had them, I say try it because if it sucks at half price, it's really going to suck at full price.
No, right. Because we've had some winners and we've had some not so winners. You know what I mean? So, speaking of winners, this one happens to be Thomas S. Moore. This one's finished in a Chardonnay cask. This one comes in at $97.9 proof. We got it for $29.99. And these, if they're still on the shelf somewhere and they discount them like that, these are buy all day long. I have yet to have one we didn't love.
I'm with you 100%.
In fact, I'm drinking one right now.
This is actually a pretty neat infinity bottle. We should actually put one together this year.
Infinity bottle?
Yeah, before they get to this category,
Well-
they put something in this. We should.
I
we
have a
should-
Blends bottle over there that I saved for that.
well,
I did. There's one right over
I
there.
don't.
that
I don't
see.
see any liquid in it.
No, there's
Just-
none. I've yet to fill it, but I
No,
did save
we
it.
should start putting maybe a small sample and then see what that tastes like towards the end of the year. But again, I heard these were done. It's definitely worth getting.
Oh no, yeah, that's what I mean. If you still find them,
Any of the
100%.
above, because I don't think
Everyone
we've
so
had.
far.
Yeah,
I'm-
they have a good
I'm
flavor.
I'm drinking one of them right now. Whatever the red one is behind me.
They are finished.
Yeah.
but
No.
tasty.
So this one is the next up is Fiddler Unison bourbon whiskey. This come in at 90 proof. We got this one for $36.99. And if you are a low proof person, this one was tasty. All their other stuff that we've had by these guys, though, way better. And of course, it's all the cask strength and the stuff. But again, if that's your thing, it's
Correct.
worth it.
It's a good starter too.
Yeah.
If you're just putting your toes in the sand, then this is.
Yeah, I think we
Not a
liked
bad
that a
way.
lot until we had like the toasted, like this
I-
toasted.
It would be.
This toasted crushes it, just for
Yeah.
the record. But
Yeah.
I mean, they do have a good product. It's just it's one of them things. So it
And
depends
they
on
do actually disguise. They don't. Everything's different colors.
right. So
You can actually pay
pick it from a
attention.
distance,
Yeah,
right?
you
Yeah.
don't need super glasses to get
Right.
through that.
So this one right here, next on the list, is the Jimmy Red Straight Bourbon Whiskey Sweet Mash. This comes in at 95 proof. We got it for $49.99, and this was bringing the bread, if I remember. This one's been killed for a while. It's out of Charleston, South Carolina, actually, though. But I wasn't a huge fan of this one. This one definitely brought a lot of bread while we were doing it, and this is one of the ones I would definitely not get again. Me personally, it wasn't for me.
This is one that jumps way out of profile when you have this.
Yeah.
It's not your typical like bourbon. It has a unique flavor to this.
Bread.
If you okay,
Mm-hmm.
if you haven't had it, it's probably worth a try at $50. But I wouldn't go crazy, and you're probably not going to get another one because it is way out of profile to the actual bourbon.
No, that's what
If
I
you
mean.
want
like,
something different, here it is.
It wouldn't be something I re-get again. Let's put it that way.
I'm with you.
Yeah. So, all right, next on the list is the Bulleit 12-year rye whiskey. This comes in at 95 proof. We got it for $50.99. And it brought a lot of the mint, but not in a bad way. This to me was just a solid, easy drinking rye whiskey. It really was. It if it had a little more proof, it might have brought a little more to it. But I obviously liked it a lot because there it is. It went away.
Bulleit in general, it usually holds its own. It's not way usually overpriced. It's not crazy.
It's never wow you,
No.
but it never disappoints you either. That's the best way I can describe it to me.
You're probably correct, and that's probably why it's in a lot of the in the bars because it's priced accordingly, and it does make it obviously makes a decent drink.
Right. I think their rye actually did better in most of the blinds.
I
We put
think
it
it
in
did.
compared to the whiskey that's actually
yeah,
over there for the next Regatta Regret. That one actually was that one never placed well in there. It was just okay. It was nothing to write
It was
home
always
about.
like third or fourth, but yeah.
This one was one of my favorites when we cracked it. I kind of fell out of love with it as I went along. This is the Holladay Soft Red Wheat. This is the Rickhouse proof. This comes in at 120.1 proof. We got it for $76.99. And I only say that I did like this a lot, but you could really taste that wheat as the bottle went down.
you picked
The
it out.
wheat kept coming more and more. Yeah, I actually picked it out of the last blind I came in. There was never a dislike about it, but it definitely brought it off profile if you put it in a blind, which made it.
It does bring it off profile, but price wise and proof wise, to me, it holds its own.
I would buy this again
I'm
because of
with
the
you.
uniqueness
But
of
it is totally unique. And
Yeah.
if you're gonna sit down and try this, it's something different. It is something different.
You definitely, you'll get that wheat flavor that comes off, and you're like, what was that? You know what I
And
mean?
it's not crazy money.
If
So,
you would have bet when I tried that was in our top 10 guaranteed. But when we did the tastes going back and forth, it would have been like top 15, but it brought a little that weird funk out of it. You know what I mean? So,
for you,
all right, for me, again, everybody's different. You can leave a comment down below. People may totally disagree with me, and I don't mean I should call it a twang, not a funk, because it was not in a bad way. It was different. It definitely different. But speaking of the best bottle I've tried yet on this channel. We've been doing this for a few years. I will self-proclaim this one as that. This is the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye. This comes in at, the ours is 127.7 proof. We got it for $72.99. We had to have this shipped in. I still rarely see these in Massachusetts. If I saw them at all, I know Steve has sent me one time before. This was one I will 100% get again. I have to get another one. This won our rye of the year, and I'm going to be honest with you, this was better than our whiskey of the year. This was the best thing I've had all last year.
It is sad because all the shopping that I do, I don't really see these.
Right.
And, you know, you get the single barrel, not barrel proof. It's just a single barrel. And their design, this is another great infinity bottle.
Oh, it is actually a very good one.
You know, it's
yeah. The flavor that came out of that was so incredible, though. There's not a rye that we have had so far. And you can leave a comment down below if you think there's one that can, especially for price. We haven't tried a rye yet that could even come close to how good. The Old Forester was the only one that was even close.
It was pretty close.
You know what I mean? But that's about it. So, well, there you go. That's the Get a Regret. So, you know, and leave your comments down below and questions or anything like that, you know. That being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.